So this game is called Playthings. It's something about you are testing dolls, and they may be good or they may be bad, but it's a psychological horror, so I'm guessing when they're bad, some bad things are going to happen. The description reads, a psychological horror game about testing dolls and determining if they are good or dangerous. Play in a strange location with dolls potentially filled with bloodlust. Uncover secrets about who you are, where you are, and just what is happening. It's new on the market. It's been out since the 8th of May, and it's by a developer called Burning Eye. So maybe you want to keep an eye on. Like I say, it's currently free on Steam, so go ahead and grab it. It might be permanently free, I'm not actually sure. But we're going to jump in and see what to expect from this one. This could be fun. Endless coming soon. We only have normal as an option. Okay. Stylized, sort of old retro graphics. I like that. Okay, there's the Burning Eye. For the best experience, use headphones. Already in the bag. Game includes flashing lights, loud noises, jump scares, and other horror elements. Game also includes mentioning of suicide, child neglect, mental disorders, and sexual assault. So consider yourself warned. Okay. Oh, okay.
Welcome to your new workplace, 61.
Oh, that's very quiet. All right, I might have to turn that up in a minute. Yes, I will do in a moment. So, show tutorial.
Your job is to investigate cursed dolls suspected of harboring souls and committing crimes, particularly murder. You'll run a series of tests with each doll. If a test yields abnormal results, the doll reacts in any way, mark it with a red check mark. If the doll shows no reaction, mark it with a green X.
Okay, so if a doll shows no reaction, green X. If it reacts in any way, it has to have a red check mark. I say I will turn the announcement volume up in a moment. It is a little bit quiet. Sorry, my brain just stopped working then for a second.
Audio test. To do an audio test, place the doll in a secured room on a chair and play the audio through the computer.
Okay, so place the doll on a chair and play audio through the computer.
Name call. To call the doll's name, interact with the glass in front of the doll while it sits in the secure room.
Okay. So interact with the glass in front of the doll while it sits in the secured room.
Photograph capture. To take a photo, place the doll on the chair in the back of the secured room and use the camera. Compare the developed photo with reality.
Okay, so there might be some differences when you take a photo to actually what you're seeing.
Temperature test. To measure the doll's temperature, use the thermometer while looking at the doll. The room's temperature is between 16 to 25 Celsius. Any other value shown from the doll is an anomaly.
Right, so 16 to 25 is normal.
Physical discomfort. To inflict pain, stab the doll with the scissors while it's in front of you.
Really? You've got to stab the doll with scissors? Okay.
Your items are a flashlight for dark areas, a thermometer for temperature testing, and scissors to inflict pain. If you cannot find an item, use the Highlight All Items button on your computer.
Okay, highlight all buttons. I don't know what that button is.
The report section shows tested dolls and any mistakes. Without an active assignment, you can retry any doll or read its result, which is not required.
Okay.
To start working with a new doll, ring the bell on the table. Study the document on the table before testing. After completing all tests, place the doll in either the OK box or the dangerous box. If it has shown any unusual behavior, even outside of testing, put it in the dangerous box.
Okay, so anything wrong with it at all, stick it in the dangerous
OK
one.
box will be returned to their owners if alive. Dangerous dolls will be further investigated and destroyed. Some dolls are neutral, meaning that they have shown empathy and the soul within them is human-like and harmless. These dolls can go in either of the boxes.
Okay, that's interesting.
In case of a blackout, find a power box in the storage room and flip the switch off and on to restore power.
Oh my god, so they're going to be cutting the power as well.
Good luck, 61. Your work is essential.
Yes, I think we best start with a practice doll. Should be completely harmless. It will, however, not be counted in. Oh, holy sensitivity. Try that one. What's that all about? Don't know. Right, so we have some things over here. So that's the flashlight. That's the scissors. Oh, you can only carry one at a time. Okay. So how do we use the thermometer then? I'm guessing we have to actually point it at something. Oh, that's dark in there. Okay, so that is... Yep. So power off is when it's down. So it has to be up. Right, let me just go to audio. Guessing talking. Let's nip that up to about 70. We'll leave the rest. The rest doesn't sound too bad. So let's... Just so the voice is a little bit louder when he talks. Right, so we have light. Right, that's the boxes. So the bad dolls go in there, the good ones go in there. Confirm choice. Right, I've got to read that in a second. What's in here? Ooh, a kitchen. This is our break room. This is where we eat our num-nums. What could I interact with there? E to hide? So we have to actually hide from them as well. We can pull that across the block. Okay. I've got a feeling this is going to be very interesting. Where's my torch gone? Oh, we have a desk lamp. Get that light turned on as well. Sunflower. All right. Well, we're not going to know what's going on until we actually start. Activate PC. Highlight all items. Reset item locations. Report, help, run tests. Doll needs to be put on a chair. Right, we need to find... Where do the dolls come from then? Let's find out. That's the chair. That's the camera for taking photos. Right, okay, so we need to read this piece of paper. There's another one of those down there. I wonder what they are. No assignment is active. Oh, hello. Practice doll. Description. This practice doll is used to help you understand your workflow. Right. So, let's go and put this one on the chair. Place doll. Let's just see what this checklist. So, audio testing, name call, photograph capture, temperature test, physical discomfort testing. Oh, you can press F to read it better. That would have been easier. I'm going to go and get the thermometer and the scissors and just bring them into this room. In fact, no, I can't. I haven't figured out how to drop things yet. How do we... No, we don't do it like that. 19 degrees, so it's F to use the thermometer. So it said anything between 18 and 25 was normal, didn't it? So that looks okay, the temperature. Does it automatically fill in the form? F to edit sheet. Temperature test. No, it doesn't. We've got to do it manually. Okay, temperature test came back fine. Ooh, I don't want to stab it with scissors, not just yet. Run tests. Audio tests. Play audio test. What's that? So there's the sound of children. Is that part of the test sound? Or is that the doll making that sound?
Practice doll.
Okay. Pop some X's in there. I think that was okay. Although that sounded very quiet still, didn't it? So let me pop that back up there, even higher. Pop these up just a little bit, just in case. We don't need the music very loud. That might be a lot louder, we'll see. Might run the music test again just to see what... No, I don't need the music test, I need the voice test.
Practice doll.
It's a little bit louder. I think that will do just for now. Photograph capture. So we need to pick her up. Pop her there. Do we need the light on first? Maybe the flash will light the place up. Right, where is the photo then? It's another one of those little ones there, look. Oh, the photo is showing there. Well, I need a torch. Right, so I need to compare the photo to the real thing. So yeah, just blue and white sort of dress. The hair looks the same. The face looks the same. Yeah, I think that all looks okay. What was the last test? The stabbing test. Do we really have to stab the poor thing? Where's my form gone? I need to fill that in, don't I, for the photograph? Photograph capture. I'm going to have a look, see if there's an option to drop something. A drop holding item is G. That's it. Now go and get the scissors. I feel really, really cruel doing this. I don't like this. Sorry. She didn't react. Right, let's fill in the form. Okay, so that looked like everything was okay. So I'm guessing we could just grab the doll. Put the doll in the OK box. And confirm. In order to know how well you did with the doll, you could check the computer's report section. If you did everything correctly, you can also read the result of the doll's mystery. Note that the practice doll does not count, so it has no report. Beware, starting from now, the dolls are no longer confirmed to be safe. Okay, well, this is it. This is where it really starts then. This is going to be interesting. Sandra. Owner Ingrid Capel, 9-year-old, female, deceased. This doll was owned by young Ingrid Capel. It was found next to a lake where Ingrid has tragically drowned. Despite Ingrid carrying Sandra everywhere, the doll was found tossed next to the lake. It was never discovered as to why Ingrid committed suicide or if it even was a suicide. That's awful. 9-year-old. Okay. Strange. Was that meant to be a crown? Hello. Right, I have everything a bit closer to hand this time. I'm not doing the scissors yet. That's just... I need to go and get the thermometer, actually. I left that in here. Right, let's do the easy one first, the temperature. So, F. 20.5. So that's normal. Where's the sheet? Over here. Right, so temperature test. has come back normal, sir. Let us name call.
Sandra.
Is she blinking, or is that just... I think it's just the graphics. But it looks like she's blinking. It's really weird. But I think that was normal. I do like the way the doll... They've got individual voice lines for the names. That is a nice touch. Name call. Right, let's do the audio test. Anything weird? You're not going to react to the twinkle, twinkle, little star? I thought I heard something. Yeah, well, I think that was okay. Photograph. Can I trust you? Sandra. Right. Up you sit. Take photo. Where's my torch? Where have I left my torch? Oh, it's right there. So we have the double pink stripy dress. We have the blonde hair. Yeah, I think that looks the same. Do believe so. Photograph. Right, this is the horrible test, the physical discomfort. Put her in the chair first. I'm sorry, Sandra, this isn't my choosing. I'm being told I have to do this. I'm really, really sorry. Doesn't seem like there were any reactions to that. Well, I don't think I saw anything weird. So, shall we try the OK? Let's go for it. We'll find out if we're right or wrong. So, now I can look at the report on the computer to find out if we were correct or not. Owner, Sandra, owner, Ingrid Cables. Yeah, we know all that. Placed in the correct box. Yay! Test was determined successfully. Got it right. Excellent. So does that count how many we've done correctly? This looks like the Fisher-Price man. Wow, okay, so you're fully standing up. Okay, you got good balance. I have a feeling something iffy is going to be going on with this one.
Millie.
Millie. I haven't read the other sheet yet, have I? I'm going to go and read this. Let's hear Millie's backstory. Millie, owner Danny Furco, 6-year-old female, alive. Description: Dana Furco has run away from home, only to be found 2 days later in a shocking state. The only item that Dana had was her favourite doll, Millie. When Dana was found, she and her doll were lying next to a corpse. The body was found out to be Gregory Furco, Dana's uncle, who had gone missing in a few weeks before the incident. Some of these backstories are pretty tragic. Right, let's do the temperature. 17.1. That one's too cold. That's definitely too cold. So let's mark that one up. The temperature test. Red tick. Okay. Let's now try the... We've already done the name, haven't we? We didn't get anything on the name. That one is okay. Let's do the audio test. I'm not sure if it's the movement of my character, but it almost looks like its head is wobbling back and forth. But it might just be the head sway. I think it is. So I don't think anything was up there. Right, let's give the photograph a try. Take that while we grab the torch. Okay, so blue hair, 2 black eyes, clothes all look the same. I think everything's okay. Oops. Right, let's give the photograph a tick. Across, sorry. Right, and lastly, this could go horribly wrong because the temperature has already proved to be too low. So there could be some kind of weird thing going on with this one, and I don't like the idea of stabbing it if it's potentially haunted. No? No reaction? So, because the temperature, I would say we're going to have to put it in the red one, because it was below the 18-degree mark, wasn't it? Let's try it. That's changed to 2. That's either a good thing or a good thing. Millie. Placed in the incorrect box. How? Mistake in the testing sheet. Okay, so what did I get wrong then? So if I go back... How do I go back home? Yeah, so the sound, to begin, the doll must be placed in the chair in the testing. Yeah, so that one, didn't hear anything on there. Yeah, the photo looked normal. Not sure what to expect from the name calling yet. And the temperature... Oh, it was 16 to 25, not 18 to 25. But I still missed something then. But because I said the temperature was wrong, could that have been the mistake on the form and I put it in the wrong box? So that, yeah. Okay, so if I retry that one. Millie, retry doll. I will run all the tests again. Unless it comes out different this time, who knows? So what's the temperature going to be? 16 to 25, not 18. What a fool I am. It's going to be about 19 this time. 18. 20. Okay, so temperature is okay. Temperature test. I know, let's stab her straight away. Go on. Came back okay. Let's do the name.
Millie.
Nothing there. Run test, audio test, play test. That tune is going to haunt me tonight when I go to bed. Okay, so we've done the name, we've done the audio, we've done that one, so I just need to do the photograph. Have a look at her. Yep, it looks normal. So I think... Why did you have to lay there? Oh, come off it. And the photograph, normal. Right. Let's get you in the green hole. And hopefully that one will work this time. That's still on 2. Or does that just mean I'm on the second doll? Got it correct that time. Read result. Millie is nothing more than a simple, unpossessed doll. However, the story of Dana and her uncle Gregory is far more tragic. After further investigation, it was discovered that Gregory, who often spent time babysitting Dana, took his own life at the spot where they loved to go for walks together. When Gregory went missing, Dana, or is it Dana? Dana set out to find him, only to discover his lifeless body at their favourite place. The reason behind Gregory's suicide was linked to his long struggle with depression. According to Dana's mother, Gregory's sister, the two had recently argued about Gregory's alcohol abuse. Following the argument, Gregory was no longer allowed to see Dana, whom he had once described as his only source of happiness. Oh, that's really sad. Okay, so that's all good. Let's get a new doll. Oh? Carrying some roses. How pretty. Right, let's have a read. Karen. Oh no, not a Karen. Cyan Stewart, 10-year-old female deceased. Oh dear. Karen is a bride doll given to Cyan at the age of 9. Unlike typical imaginary conversations children have with their toys, Cyan would engage in responsive dialogues with Karen. Not only would Karen reply to Cyan, but she would also occasionally tell Cyan what to do. At one point, Karen reportedly asked Cyan to play on their apartment's balcony. While playing dangerously close to the edge, Cyan fell 8 stories down. So this doll sounds like it might have ulterior motives. Right, let's find out then. Right, let's check the temperature. Minus 14.6. There's no questioning that that is too cold. Temperature test. Where's the... There it is. Right, that's the first test done. So, I reckon we're going to get something out. Something back when we call out the name.
Karen.
We didn't. I was half expecting to get something back then, because of what it said in the description. About how the little girl spoke, Cyan spoke to Karen. Right. Oh, I've put the wrong thing in there. That needs to be a red tick. Right, let's try the audio test. No reaction? I'm intrigued to find out what the reactions are actually going to be. You will notice I go quiet while it's doing that audio test because I want to be listening out. So hopefully, audio testing passed. Ooh, should I? No. I'm going to save the stabbing till last. Oh, there is something odd with that photo for sure. Okay, that is certainly not right. Right, now I'm afraid we need to stab you. Sorry, Karen. Although the idea of inflicting pain upon a Karen is quite appealing. She didn't seem to mind. Okay. Did I fill in the form for that or not? Right, into the red you go. Surely this is correct because of the temperature and the photograph. Right, let's find out what the report says. Karen. Yep, placed in the correct box. Test was determined successfully. Read result. Karen harbours a spirit that lacks any means of physical contact. It appears to be a weak spirit trapped inside the doll. Cyan's death does not correspond with the doll's actions, as the doll is incapable of causing harm or communicating with anyone. It seems that Cyan's death was simply a tragic accident. However, the doll is considered dangerous due to the spirit it harbours, which requires further investigation. But we got it right. Okay, let's go for the next one. Oh, wow, you're an odd-looking one. Excuse me, the cough seems to be coming back again. I don't want that. Oh, that's a lot of text. Anna, Wenda Kobayashi, 11-year-old female deceased. Description: Wendy always loved playing with Anna. One night, when Wendy's parents weren't home, she was left alone. Tragically, when her parents returned, they found Wendy had bled to death from a head wound caused by one of her other toys. The lights weren't working and her room was in complete disarray, with toys scattered everywhere. According to the police investigation, the ceiling light, Wendy's lamp, and her phone's flashlight all stopped working at around the same time. Since it was already dark outside, her room was left in pitch black darkness. It's possible that Wendy became frightened and tried to escape, but tripped and fell on a sharp object. However, the cause of the sudden blackout remains unknown. So we could potentially be facing lights out with this doll. Maybe that is her party trick.
Anna.
Yep. Through here. Let's get this power back on. Hopefully that worked. Did it? I'm guessing so. Right, so we certainly had a reaction to the name call. What's with the creepy music? Sounds like Jaws is on his way. Alright, let's try your temperature. Minus 16 degrees. I do apologise for the cough. Temperature test. So that's dodgy as well. What is with the Jaws soundtrack? Run test. Let's run the audio test. Right. I'm guessing that's going to count as some sort of anomaly. So she's got some kind of weird EMP built in with her spirit. Okay. Let's try stab. Go stabby stab. Nothing happened with the stabby stab. So that one appeared to be okay. Now we just have to get the photo. Something is interfering with my mouse movement and it needs to go. Right, okay. Come on then. Okay, I think the photo looks okay. Can't see anything iffy with the photo. So he obviously has to go into the dangerous side. Right, let's see. Anna, placed in the correct box. Test was determined successfully. We're doing well. Anna harbours a dangerous spirit that is sensitive to light. It was confirmed that she was the cause of the blackout within a 30-yard radius. The scattered toys were merely the result of Wendy's untidiness, which ultimately led to her tripping over them in a panic and falling onto a sharp wooden tree sculpture. Ew. Wendy died from blood loss 42 minutes later. Her parents discovered her body 2 hours later when they returned from their anniversary date. The doll cannot be trusted with children anymore. How old was she again? 11 years? I mean, that's a bit on the young side to be left alone anyway, I would say. But for like I mean, nipping down to the shop for 2 minutes, you can almost excuse, but for a whole night out, I'm not sure I would have left my 11-year-old on her own like that. Okay, let's try the next one. Ooh, kitty. Hello. Right. What's your backstory then? Clawdia. Nice play on the word. Peyton High, 7-year-old female, alive. Description: Peyton bought Clawdia at a shopping mall with her mother. The doll has a sound effect that plays when it is pushed too hard. Therefore, during the physical discomfort test, ignore the doll's meowing. Peyton's parents reported seeing the doll move rapidly around Peyton's room, a behavior that is certainly not part of the doll's design. Although Clawdia has never harmed anyone, the parents remain concerned. I don't like the sound of this. Is she going to be running around? Right, let's try the temperature. Minus 14.9. Okay, so that is definitely a sign of something iffy. Temperature test. Let's call out your name.
Clawdia.
Oh, yes. Name call. Red tick. Right, let's do the scissors. So apparently it's going to make a noise, regardless. But it said to ignore that. So let's just do what it says, I guess. Ignore that. Let's do the audio test. Run around like a lunatic again or not? No, that seemed to go okay. So audio testing is green. photograph. Let me guess. When the flash goes off, it's going to run around. No, I was wrong. I need the torch just to compare the colours, just to make sure. Yeah, that's all okay. In fact, the torch is only useful in here. I might as well leave the torch in here, hadn't I? You're not going to start running around? Because I thought that's what you were going to be doing. Right, so you obviously have to go in the red side, but have we got all the clues correct? This will be the time of truth. Yes. Placed in the correct box, determined successfully. Clawdia harbours a spirit that appears to be playful with no intention of causing harm. However, playful or not, spirits within these dolls are typically destroyed. Neutral dolls can be placed in either box if it is determined that the doll is truly safe to be returned to its owner. So I don't know if there are any... I mean, it says there's no upsides or downsides to putting it in a box, regardless if it is a neutral one. I like the idea that the child would get their doll back. Oh, hello. Emo doll. You look cool. Just to be clear, I like emo. It's cool. I'm into the emo scene. I like, you know, a lot of the music. And yes, so don't think I was being derogatory. I think it's a cool look. Try the temperature. Minus 15. Okay, so we have a temperature issue. It's just because you're so cool, Mr. Emo. Oh, I haven't listened to the backstory yet. It's just temperature test. Maria. Claire Green, 11-year-old female, alive. Maria was considered an ordinary doll until Claire noticed something strange. Whenever she blinked, the doll would disappear. Eventually, the doll was found near the Green family residence, carefully placed in a basket, almost as if it were a baby. Assuming the doll was simply a gift from a neighbor, the family decided to bring it inside. So blink, and she may go vanishy, vanishy. Right, so temperature, we've already done. Let's call her name.
Maria?
And off she goes. Ooh. Okay, that's a bit weird. Definitely need a red tick there. Okay, you are creeping me out a little bit now. That was a strange one. Let's get the audio test. Okay, that went on without issue, so that one could be a green. So we have the photograph. That looks exactly the same. Now, I'm sorry, Maria. You know what time it is? Stabby stab time. Good, no reaction. Okay, so photograph, I couldn't see anything wrong, and that couldn't see anything wrong. But Let's just put you in the dangerous one. Again, I apologise for the cough. It's really getting bad tonight. Report. Maria. Yay, we got it right again. Maria harbours a spirit that allows her to move at completely unnatural speeds. In the blink of an eye, the doll will shift positions, but this seems to be her only act. No reports have indicated that the doll has caused any harm. For this, the doll's marked as neutral. However, every spirit that does not show human empathy still should be destroyed. It was later discovered that the person who left Maria in front of the Green household, placed gently in a basket, was none other than Claire's grandmother, acting with no ill intentions. Doing all right so far. We're getting all these right. I'm bound to start tripping up eventually, though. Ew. 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 Yeah, this will be an interesting backstory. Jason Voorhees. Abby. Owner Jenna Wonder, 18 years old, female, alive. Jenna was diagnosed with antisocial personality disorder. In addition to exhibiting hostile behavior towards her classmates, she also tortured and disfigured her doll, ripping out its iron hair, burning it with a blowtorch, and throwing it around. Despite her parents throwing the doll away, it mysteriously returned to Jenna's room. On one occasion, she even buried it, yet it reappeared without any signs of disturbance at the burial site or dirt on its surface. However, the doll stopped returning after Jenna was sent to prison for attacking a boy at her high school with a knife, leaving him with a scar across his arm. Since then, the doll has remained motionless. Ooh, okay. So it kind of almost like it used to be like emotional support for her until she pushed it too far and attacked somebody in real life. You have got issues, haven't you?
Abby.
Okay, that went okay. I don't like the idea of stabbing this one. I think it might be one stab too far for this doll. Yeah, the temperatures are okay on this one. Yeah, I'm going to go with that. Temperature test okay. Audio test. The head moved. Ooh, okay. So that showed an odd sign. Oh, God. Okay, well, the photo seems all right. Oh, I don't want to stab this one. I think she's suffered enough. You really have suffered enough. I don't want to do this. I'm really sorry. Please, no more. I knew that was going to happen. I couldn't fix her. I couldn't. I tried to fix her. Instead, she has broken me too. Now look at me. I'm a monster. Please, I beg of you, don't destroy me. You see, I feel really, really bad for this one. I don't think this one's evil. I really do think that she was a spirit trying to do good. Like I said before, I think she was there trying to act as sort of a good role model to support the evil owner until she pushed it too far. I'm going to put her in the green one. We'll see if I've got it right or wrong, though. Let's see. Report. Abby. Yes, correct box determined successfully. Abby harbors a neutral spirit. She developed a desire to help Jenna with her struggles, although she didn't fully understand where Jenna's problems were coming from. Believing that allowing Jenna to release her frustrations and anger on her would help, Abby endured the pain, unaware that this spirit could actually feel it. Abby tried to reach out to Jenna, but Jenna was too unstable, almost like a rabid animal. The boy Jenna stabbed has since recovered, and Jenna has been transferred from prison to a psychiatric ward where she is receiving treatment for her severe case of ASPD. Abby has shown herself to be a kind spirit who simply couldn't help her best friend with a problem far more complex than she anticipated. Okay, proud of myself for getting that one right. Okay. Alright, who do we have here? Annabelle? Looks like a South Park character, this one. Okay, let's have a read. Vivian. Owner, Vivian Marks, 6-year-old female alive. Vivian, the doll named after its owner, was found beside the lifeless body of Vivian's mother. The mother had been brutally strangled, allegedly thrown around and beaten, more ultimately choking to death. Vivian, the child, was questioned about the incident but was asleep during the commotion, as it occurred in the dead of night. The doll, which Vivian typically left in the living room, was discovered right next to the mother's body. Vivian, traumatized, has been placed to the care of her father. So this one could be a violent one then. We could have an actual Annabelle on our hands. Oh, I've got to do the temperature. (17.2), 21.8, 16.5. Okay, temperature seems good. Keep losing the mouse cursor. There it is. Alright, name.
Vivian.
Annabelle. Okay, nothing seemed to happen then. Let's try the audio test. Okay, nothing there. Let's try the photo. I think something might happen when we stab her. That looks pretty much spot on. Right, and now the scissor test. No, nothing. So everything seemed normal. Maybe that's the backstory was a bit of a red herring. Ooh, okay. I don't feel good about this. The backstory made me think it's evil, but doing all the tests, everything seemed okay. If I got this wrong, I'll be very confused. Report Vivian. Got it correct. Vivian does not harbour any spirit and is simply a normal doll. As for the tragic events surrounding her mother, it was discovered that Vivian's father had violated a restraining order placed against him by the mother due to previous abuse towards her and Vivian. After breaking into the Mark's residence, he brutally attacked the mother, ultimately killing her. He then proceeded to steal several belongings from the house and with disturbing precision moved the doll from the couch to lie near the mother's body. It's theorized that this was a twisted message, possibly signaling that his daughter was next. The father had since been arrested and sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Okay, glad I got that one correct. Yeah, so the story was misleading us. Hello? Where's my doll? Andy, Devin Stokes' 8-year-old male alive. Devin Stokes created Andy during arts and crafts with the help of his teacher, and it quickly became his favourite toy. Ever since Devin brought the doll home, the Stokes family began hearing strange noises at night. At one point, Devin's father found the doll placed in various locations, some of which were too high for young Devin to reach, or even locked away. Though there had been no overtly threatening behaviour from the doll, the family decided to return it to the school. However, the doll mysteriously reappeared in Devin's room overnight. Even more unsettling, the doll had somehow been placed or had entered Devin's mouth while he slept, nearly choking him. It seems the doll is most likely going to move again. Right, so I'm guessing it's in one of the other rooms, like on a high shelf somewhere. It's appeared somewhere in one of the other rooms. Let's have a look around. Or maybe it has literally just glitched out. There he is. I don't trust this one bit. I really do not. Okay. Temperature. 19.9, 16.5, 20, 21.6, 18.5. Okay, we tried a few. Right, let's close that.
Andy.
Okay, nothing seemed to happen there. Let's try the audio test. That seems okay. I'm going to go and get the form. Audio, name call, temperature. Right, let's try the photo. Photo looks pretty good. Right, sorry about this, Andy. And again, nothing. I mean, apart from the fact that he spawned in a different room. But that's all okay. But I might put him in the red one because he did seem to spawn in a different room. He seems to have the habit of moving around. But does that mean he's harmful, though? Oh, I don't know. into his mouth while choking him. I'm going to put him in the red one. A doll is... He's escaped from the box. He's over there. Where are you? You get back in there. Did it work that time? Got it right. Andy harbours a mischievous spirit, one that likely only has the ability to move when its surroundings are obstructed from view. Beyond that, the spirit seems to form attachments, as evidenced by the way it plotted revenge when it was taken away from Devin, almost choking him in the process. Because of this, the spirit is considered dangerous and the doll has been destroyed. Again, I'm quite happy with that. I was right. Tina. Katie Malone, 11-year-old female, alive. This doll was found next to the deceased father of its owner, Charles Malone. He had been stabbed 28 times across his body and his neck had been slit. Tina was covered in blood, and just behind her laid a blood-soaked knife. Katie, her mother, and her brother have since moved away, but when questioned, Katie refused to speak. The 11-year-old remained silent, her face frozen in a traumatized expression after she clung tightly to Tina. So Katie and her mother and brother have moved away, but what about Katie? Did she go with them? It doesn't quite explain that part, does it? All right. It's Georgie.
Tina.
Okay, no reaction to the name. No reaction to the music. So audio and name. Oops. Alright, let's do the temperature. 20.1, 21.8, 16.2, 21.6, 19.8. I think temperature is okay. Thought I saw something. Temperature, okay. Let's try the photograph. I think I'm paranoid. I keep thinking I hear things and see things. Oh, Tina, no. No, no, no. Not again, please, not again. I will do it again if you hurt my best friend. Who are you? Are you going to hurt Katie too? Don't listen to her. That could pee her off even more. What are you talking about? What happened to Katie's father? We know what happened to Katie's father. What are you afraid of? He. Every day, when Katie's mommy went to work, every day she was alone with her dad. Oh, don't tell me. He'd come to her room and he would bring his camera with him. Katie kept telling him, I don't want to, Dad. She kept begging him. Okay, he would do some pretty gruesome stuff I'm not going to read out. The flashes, I would begin to hate seeing the flashes. During the first couple of flashes, it was stone cold expressions. Then tears. Then screams. Bruises. I knew Katie didn't enjoy the thing that her dad was doing. She would fall asleep crying, not talking to anyone, not even her mummy. I had to stop that. He was hurting my best friend, and I wasn't happy about that. So I went into the kitchen and I grabbed a sharp knife. I went to the father's room. I came closer, only to notice he was putting the photos he took of Katie on his computer. I had enough. I lashed at him and stabbed and stabbed and stabbed. Stabbed, stabbed. I wanted to see that monster dead. Good on you, Tina. No one is going to hurt my best friend. I didn't intend to hurt. I did not. I am not sorry. Katie is going to be at peace, and that is all that matters. Ooh. Punishment for anything like that, to me, should be irreversible. You did the right thing. Tina, I did? Are you going to destroy me? Oh, you see, I don't think this one's evil. I think, again, much like the one a couple of dolls ago, I think it was trying to do a good thing, trying to look after her owner. I mean, is she dangerous? Perhaps yes, in a defensive way. But I think she had the best interest. I'm going to say no. We'll have to see what happens. I will see Katie again. Oh, I don't want to stab her. I don't want to use the knife on her. Right. So we're going to have to put that down as red anyway. So we've got that. Do we have to do this part? Sorry, Tina. It's all part of the test. Okay? Okay. I'm glad you understand. Okay, and again, I don't think she's an evil doll that wants to hurt anybody. I think she was acting in her owner's best interests. I bet this is wrong. I'm allowing my own personal feelings to getting, you know, to run my thought process. Oh, got it right. Tina harbors a spirit with the moral compass of a child. She only moves when the spirit deems it necessary and she can speak freely at will. After Katie began to open up, she revealed the horrific acts her father had been forcing her to commit. Tina, having developed an attachment to Katie, concluded that Katie's father was a significant threat. In response, the spirit decided to murder him. Given the circumstances surrounding Katie and her father, the doll's actions are difficult to judge. While Katie's father was indeed a monster, deciding to take someone's life regardless of the person is still a form of threatening behavior. Katie is now receiving treatment, and recently she has shown signs of growth. However, this traumatic incident will likely never leave her mind. Oh, but correct box. Test determined successfully. I'm actually really happy so far that I've got so many right, but things are bound to change. Let's see. Tracy, Camilla Williams, 8-year-old female deceased. Camilla was peacefully playing in a park with Tracy when everything took a sudden and violent turn. Other children nearby began to levitate and were forcefully thrown around. 2 boys and 1 girl tragically lost their lives in the chaos. Meanwhile, Camilla, who had dropped Tracy and fled the scene, was grabbed by an unseen force and hurled violently to the ground, her body crushed beyond recognition. The only survivor was a boy that had been hiding in the bathroom, covered with metal doors. Despite the horrific events, the investigation yielded no concrete answers or even any evidence to explain what happened. Magneto popped by. That's what happened. Or the opposite of Magneto, because Magneto controls the metal, doesn't he? Right. Come on, let's get you in. So this one might have telekinetic powers. She's even got the pose. Minus 15.6, minus 26. Yeah, so there's definitely something iffy with the temperature. Let's just close that a second. That's a metal door. You shouldn't be able to control that. Right.
Tracy.
Ooh. Oh, there's definitely something up with Tracy. Jaws is back. All right. This one may end up being quite a violent one. We have the creatures from Death Stranding hovering around. Okay, nothing seems to happen with the audio test. Oh, do I have to go in there? Right, let's try this. I don't think this one's going to like being stabbed. Okay, photograph. Seemed okay. Get the skizzers. Oh, don't squish me. No? Okay. Right, okay, so nothing happened there. See, I think this is a dangerous one, based on that backstory. There was definitely something that went a bit awry, so I'm going to put this in a dangerous one. Let's see. Report, Tracy. Yes. Tracy harbours an extremely dangerous spirit with murderous intentions and no sense of morality. The spirit appears to possess long, invisible limbs that possess the strength of a professional boxer. It has been conclusively determined that the deaths of the children, including Camilla, were caused by Tracy and the limbs she controls. This doll is severely dangerous and has been destroyed. Excellent. I wonder how many there are. Wow. We have the emo, now we have the goth. Right, what's your story then? Bella. Patricia Moore, 14-year-old female deceased. Patricia Moore died from self-inflicted injuries as a result of enduring depression. From a young age, she struggled with low self-esteem and was extremely gullible. She often spent her time alone in her room. In complete darkness, her mother would occasionally bring her food, but every time she entered, she would hear another voice before stepping in. The mother suspected that Patricia might be talking to her doll, as Patricia would make eye contact with the doll when the mother walked in. Yet, the mother swears that the voice she heard was not her daughter's. One day, the mother attempted to speak with Patricia, flipping the light switch in an attempt to break the silence. Patricia immediately freaked out, yelling at her mother to turn the lights off, warning that if she didn't, Bella wouldn't talk. Okay. Right, temperature. 0. 2.3. Definitely temperature issues. Close that a second. Right. Call a name.
Bella?
Okay, nothing happened with that one. Okay, nothing there. Right, let's try the photograph. Okay. Does look like a normal goth to me. Don't want to do this. Okay. I wonder if you can stab these. Nope, you can't. Okay, so the photograph went okay, and that went okay. So there's only the temperature to worry about. I think she might be a neutral one. She doesn't seem to be aggressive or anything. I think, even though she had the temperature issue, I think she's neutral and peaceful-ish. So I'm going to put her in the okay. You watch, this is the one I'll get wrong. Better. Incorrect box. Okay, gonna have to try that again. You have not finished your previous assignment. Well, where is she? Oh, she is there. Right, okay, let's do that again then. Let's see what I missed.
Bella?
Definitely nothing with a name call. Definitely a problem with the temperature. Let's do the audio test. Again, can't see anything wrong with that. Try another photo, fresh one. And the photo just looks normal. And lastly, the stab test. Second one, just to be sure. Everything seems normal there. Everything apart from temperature. Well, we know. But it said I had one wrong, didn't it? We'll definitely have to put it in the dangerous side. But what could be wrong on the sheet? I'm not actually sure. See what happens this time with the results. What? Bella. Yeah, again, mistake in the testing sheet. I'm determined to get this one right. So, just to get it out of the way, temperature is definitely an issue. A new sheet. So, temperature, where is my mouse gone again there? Let's do the scissors first. Or second. Okay, maybe the clue is in that description. Doesn't it say something about noise? The mother swears that the voice she heard was not her daughter. One day, the mother attempted to speak with Patricia, flipping the light switch. Maybe it's something to do with the lights. Turn the lights off. Now try to talk to her.
Bella?
Worked it out. You are worthless. You are empty. You are nothing. You are a nobody to everybody. A somebody to nobody. No one loves you. No one ever will love you. The only right thing for you to do is give up. Give up. Give up. Give up. Okay, we get the idea. Give up, give up. I'm not giving up. I'm resisting. Give up. Oh, it said give up on that side instead of resist. Oh. I accidentally clicked give up instead of resist because it switched. Oh my good God, that was savage. And where does that let me continue from? That was cruel. That was a nasty trick. Where are we? How far back did we go? It's her again. Right. Up. I'm not letting you do that again. You cheeky little... Right. Temperature. Let's get this done. Definitely the same as before. I'll just stab you in advance just for that cheap trick you pulled. I think it switched to anyway, because the first time resist was on the right, and then I thought it was going to be on the right again, so I clicked there without even looking at either of the options. So yeah, that was a nasty little trick, that one. So we know that you have not completed the name call test, so I can't fill it in before I've done the test. Don't need to do that yet. I need to turn the lights off. Right, light. Light. Okay, let's try this again then.
Bella?
Here we go. So yeah, same text as before. Let's keep on going through. Don't need to read it again. Right. Resist. Resist. It's got it on the same side this time. Resist. Resist. Now it's switched it. Resist. I'm resisting. I'm not going to give up. Give up. Resist. 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 Finally got there. Right, these lights Need to go back on. So we definitely know that one goes there. Oh, would I be better turning the lights off for this? I might need to restart that test. Just to see if anything changes. So yeah, that clue hidden away in the description about having the lights off or she won't talk. That was a sly little one to add, that was. Nice touch. Right, that's fine. Oh, should I be leaving the lights off for this? Were her eyes always open? I'll get my torch quickly. Yeah, the eyes are pretty much the same. Okay. Wow, I cannot see the chair. Where is it? Right, and finally... Can I leg that? Ooh, almost. No. Oh. That's the scissors, I believe. Right, where are you? No, everything seems back there. So, photograph seemed okay. Discomfort seemed okay. Hopefully this time we'll get the correct answer. So I would say this one is definitely dangerous. Right, let's see how we did this time. Yes, finally. Result. Bella harbors a dangerous spirit that is sensitive to light and lacks the ability to directly intervene. However, when spoken to in dark areas, the spirit enters the victim's mind, filling them with intense disturbance. The doll appears to manipulate its victims, appealing to their darkest thoughts and amplifying them, ultimately severing their connection to reality. It is certain that Patricia fell into the doll's trap, tragically losing her life as a result. The doll is extremely dangerous and has been destroyed. Good. She was a nasty little trickster, was that one. Alright, who do we have here? Lily. Francine Jeffries, 8, female, deceased. Lily was a gift given to Francine on her 8th birthday. Tragically, on the same day, Francine and her entire family were murdered. It was reported that at exactly midnight, within a span of 1 minute, Francine, her brother, and both parents were decapitated. There were no signs of forced entry, and no other family members were present in the house at the time. Despite efforts to investigate this horrific event, no one could find any leads, and the mystery remains unsolved. You've been a naughty girl. Okay. Temperature test. 16.2, 17.5, 20.9, 16.9, all within normal range. All right. Let me just check that description again, just in case because I didn't quite take it all in. Exactly midnight within the span of 1 minute. The only thing that could be anything important is the time. Right.
Lily.
Okay, nothing untoward, I don't think. Yep. Oh. You want to play a game with me? Francine always loved to play games with me. Let's play a game that Francine and I love the most. Hide and seek? Hide and seek! We have to hide in the kitchen under that cabinet. Do you know how to play hide and seek? Yes. Great. I will be seeking. You'll be hiding. If I find you, I will kill you. If you make it back to the chair without me finding you, I will spare your life. Oh, wow. Are you ready? I'll count to 10. So go ahead and find the best spot. I won't peek. Pinky swear.
7, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
Get in there.
3, 2, 1.
But we need to know where she is so we know when we're going to be safe. Oh, wow. Hide and seek from a doll. Okay. Okay, she's in the room. Okay, she's gone out of the room. Don't turn around. I can't see where she is. Okay. I need her to go that way. Where is she? Will that help? There she was. She's in the room in there. Oh, I need to go somewhere else. Come on. Stop camping. That was probably my chance to go, wasn't it? Oh, looks like you'll see to live another day. Oh, okay. Right, go to your room. Get on there. Okay, so that was the audio test, wasn't it? God, it's so long ago that I forgot. So yeah, audio testing. Right, photograph time. You better behave. Okay, I think everything is normal with the photograph. Now, you threatened to kill me. What if I threatened to kill you? I'm going to do it a few times because I don't like you. Putting me to the test like that. That was cruel and unnecessary. But nothing appeared to happen. Right, okay, so this is the dangerous one, clearly. She needs to be destroyed. Threatening to kill me and everything. Hopefully I've got that right. I don't think I missed anything else on all the other clues. Let's see. Lily. Yep. Lily harbours an extremely dangerous spirit with murderous intent. On the night of the tragedy around 11 p.m, Francine was playing with Lily, not wanting to go to bed. It is believed that during this time the spirit within Lily was awakened as she began playing a game of hide and seek with Francine. Francine eventually climbed into bed to hide. But as Lily began counting, something sinister occurred. The spirit within her proceeded to search the entire house, leaving no survivors. The evil doll has been destroyed. We are doing away with all of these evil creatures that inhabit the souls of these dolls. Right. Olga. Lisa Winston, female 8, alive. Olga was given to Lisa as a gift from her mother. Lisa and her best friend began playing with Olga, recording videos of her on their phones. However, they soon noticed something strange. Olga was missing from the footage. Upon realizing this, they saw that the doll had started to turn and move slowly on its own. Panicking, the girls dropped their phones, but one phone's light stayed on, shining directly at Olga. This caused the doll to freeze in place and let out a terrifying scream. The girls immediately told Lisa's dad, who reported the incident, and the doll was taken away. So we're going to need the torch, and I reckon we're going to get the evidence on the photograph. Right, you get down there. Let's do your temperature first. Oops. Minus 2.1 straight away. Alright, let's get the form. I've no idea how much longer this is going to go on for. I am absolutely clueless. Right, temperature test has come back dodgy. What should we do next? The name call. Let's get that closed though.
Olga?
Ooh. Yep, there she is. Right. So she can't get through the door because I closed it, and I'm so glad I did. So I think we're gonna have to point the torch at her. Yep, she didn't like that one bit, did she? Okay, hopefully one hit is all we need. Name call. I don't like picking this one up for sure. Get down there. Let's lock that again. Let's do the audio test. Off she goes again. Ooh, that's weird, isn't it? Okay, so the audio test also made her go crazy. Right, the photograph. She's not going to like the light, is she, when that goes off, when the flash goes off? She's going to go nuts. Perhaps not, but she is invisible. Right, so the photograph needs a red tick. Right, and now we need to stab her. Wasn't close enough. Just in case. Okay. That's the only one that seemed okay. Is she dangerous, though? I would say yes, because it's almost like she starts chasing you. So let's get you in there. Fingers crossed. Report, Olga. Yes. Olga harbors an extremely dangerous spirit. Lisa and her friend were incredibly lucky that their phone light was on, as the spirit, with its deadly intent and extreme agility, can only be stopped by light once it becomes aggressive. Olga has been destroyed. This is number 15. Victoria. Riley Callow's 4 years old, female, alive. Having owned the doll since infancy, Riley would become very upset whenever Victoria was taken away from her. Riley's parents eventually decided to remove the doll after hearing the unsettling words that their barely speaking toddler kept repeating. Victoria told me that you two will die in 3 months. Vicky doesn't like you, Mummy. She wants to kill you. Concerned, the parents threw the doll out while Riley was asleep, but soon after, the lights began to flicker, and the next morning, young Riley found her parents dead. During the autopsy, the cause of death was deemed unclear and was later declared as a sudden heart attack. Okay. This could be a tough one. Keep that closed. Right, let's do the call name first.
Victoria.
Nothing seemed to happen there. Right. Temperature. Minus 8.3. So temperature comes back red. Audio test. Nothing to speak of happened then. Alright, let's try the photo. Oh. There is certainly something dark and demonic following this doll around, isn't there? Okay, so the photo showed a sign of something horrid. Lastly, oh, is this one going to attack us? It would appear so. I have lost control. Victoria, I feel generous today, so I'm going to give you 40 seconds to turn the power back on. I don't think that I have to tell you what happens if you don't make it on time. Giggles. Ready? Okay, we know where that is. My god, I can't see. I need my torch. Still do it in time. That's why I couldn't see, because the door was closed. I didn't see what she said then, because pressing E seemed to skip through everything she said. Right, so stabbing her had a negative effect. She is clearly dangerous. So in there she goes. Yeah, I didn't quite see what she said at the very end of that bit when I turned the power back on. Report, Victoria. Yes. Victoria harbours an extremely dangerous spirit, an eerie, playful yet evil child. The spirit seems to connect primarily with children and toddlers, while absolutely despising adults. When it comes to Riley's parents, Victoria possesses the power to stop a human heart, causing her victims to die within minutes. This is what happened to them. In addition to her powers, Victoria appears to have an embodiment, a clone of herself that walks alongside her, aiding in the chaos she causes. She is incredibly dangerous and has been destroyed. Excellent. Mr. Bunny Rabbit. Mr. Bunbun. Candice Worry, 7-year-old female alive. Mr. Bunbun was discovered by Candice while she was egg hunting on Easter. At Easter. She took the plushie home and it quickly became her favourite doll. It's unclear who had placed the plushie in the grass. One day, Candice's mother found her crying in her room. When asked what was wrong, Candice explained that there were too many Mr. Bunbuns. The mother, confused, only saw the single bunny plushie. She took it away, but Candice insisted that she missed the others. Looking behind her, Candice counted 16 more bunnies. The mother, unable to see the clones, was taken aback. However, when Candice guided her hand to where the bunnies were, the mother felt a presence of something unseen, something only Candice could sense. So, invisible clones, eh? This will be fun. Will we be able to see them, or are they going to be invisible to us as well? Temperature, minus 15. Yep, that's an issue. I trust them to use rabbits as well. Multiplying fast. Oh, I see what you did there. Right, temperature in the red. Close that.
Mr. Bunbun.
Mr. Bunbun. I don't see any yet. That seemed okay. Try the audio test. Okay, nothing there. Are they going to show up in the photograph? Yes, they are. Right, so we've got lots and lots and lots of invisible Mr. Bunbuns. Definitely shows that. And oh, don't tell us we're going to stab him and we're going to get attacked by all of them at once. Oops. No, that went okay. Okay, so that one went okay. Is it dangerous? Just from multiplying invisibly? I don't think that one's dangerous. I'm going to try put that one in there. We'll see. Port. Mr. Bunbun. Yes! Mr. Bunbun harbours a spirit with duplicatory powers. However, it remains unclear why Candice was the only one able to see this phenomenon. It has been confirmed that the bunnies were visible to everyone when captured on camera. Whether it was the connection between the plushie and Candice or something else entirely remains a mystery. We can only speculate about the true nature of the bond and why Candice was uniquely affected by it. So that's another one got right. Ooh. Erid, Julia O'Farrell, 8 years old, female deceased. Erid, I'm going to say Erid, was a Christmas gift to Julia, and upon unwrapping it, she squealed with joy, hugging the doll tightly. It's getting late. My mouth is starting to not work properly. However, that excitement soon turned to terror. The doll suddenly began to shake in Julia's arms, and within moments, Julia herself began to tremble violently. Her family rushed to her aid, but Julia's shaking worsened. Her eyes rolled back, foam started to pour from her mouth, and tragically she was confirmed dead shortly after. After Julia's funeral, her mother, still terrified, picked up the doll. To her horror, it began to shake again. shake again. In a panic, the mother began punching and stabbing the doll, which finally seemed to calm it down. So we need the scissors. We need to stab this one with the scissors to calm it down. Ooh. Keep you calm. Ooh. Right. Okay, yeah, so I'm going to have to keep doing this just to keep it calm. Right, let's check temperature. 20.6, 21.5, 18.6. Yeah, temperature seems okay. Call the name.
Erid.
To be on the safe side. Right, audio test. Can't see anything going on now. So it is generally only when you're holding it that things go iffy. Right, let's start filling in the form. Audio testing's fine. Name call was fine, wasn't it? Temperature test was fine. Right, let's try getting you over to the camera. I'm going to drop these a little bit closer. Get in that chair. Take photo. Okay, everything seems okay with the photo. You calm down. Oops. So obviously we know that stabbing it has an effect. We've already established that. So photograph was fine. But that one has an effect. And she's dangerous. Ooh, tell you what. I think she's going to get a little bit leery by the time we get close to that. Is she or is she not? Maybe not. Give her a stab anyway, just in case. Get in there. And be off with you. Right, let's see what the result of that one was. Report, Erid. Yes, success. Erid harbors a dangerous spirit that seems to despise human contact. When a person comes into physical proximity, the doll begins to shake, and after some time, the victim starts to experience a seizure. This seizure progressively worsens until it results in death. Tragically, Julia lost her life due to this spirit's influence. The doll is extremely dangerous and has been destroyed. I actually can't believe how well I'm doing with this right now. Only a couple of little mistakes here and there. Kate Nancy Pask, 12-year-old deceased. Kate was discovered by Nancy while unpacking in their new home. No one in the family knew where the doll had come from. After a few days of playing with Kate, Nancy and her two sisters began noticing sudden movements of various pieces of furniture, though they didn't think much of it at the first. Then, one day, the entire house started shaking. The parents assumed it was an earthquake, but the tremors grew more intense. Suddenly, objects began flying and the shaking became violently severe. With most of the family inside, the house collapsed, leaving only the father and one of Nancy's sisters as survivors. A few days later, Nancy's sister found the doll in the ruins, completely unharmed. Okay, let's find out then. Is that the derpy face? It is, isn't it? Right. Let's do the temperature. So we may get moving furniture. 10.9. That's definitely odd. So temperature test has come back red. Let's close that door a second. Name.
Kate.
Oh, word. Broke the window. Okay, so the name caller has come back red. Oh my word. Okay. Things are getting a little bit more severe this time. There's shakes happening as well. So definitely iffy stuff going on there. What about the photo? Can we get the photo? You broke my camera. Well, we're not going to know if the photograph itself is iffy because we can't see it. But I'm going to put that down as a red. And finally, she's not going to like this, is she? No, that didn't seem to faze her very much. Right, you need to go in the dangerous hole. Be gone with you. I hope I didn't miss anything then. Report. Kate. Yep. Kate harbours an extremely dangerous spirit capable of moving objects from subtle wind-like shifts in positions of violently crumbling entire buildings with ease. It remains unclear why the spirit inside the doll behaves this way, or if it is intended to kill most of the Pask family. Nancy's sister and father have both undergone therapy, yet neither can fully accept the terrifying reality of what happened. Well, oh, the camera is back up now. Okay, so it's not game over yet. Oh, what's that? Oh, power. Right, where's my torch? That's not a good start. It's stuck. No, don't be doing that. Oh, wow, okay. This isn't looking very good, is it? Everything is broken. The hell? Gladys? Or GLaDOS? Alright, let's have a proper look at you. Where's my torch? Okay, that's a creepy old doll. Tell you what, if I... Perfect. Let's get temperature. 144 minus... Hello? Number 61, was it? That's a rather odd name. I don't really like it. Can I call you by a different name? Like Arnold? Ah, you know what? Number 61 sounds way better. By the way, the name's Susie. Are you okay, number 61? You look rather pale. Right, well, there's definitely something wrong with the temperature. Wow, that's very, very dark. Ooh, good God. So, temperature test, red, for sure. Let's do the name call. I can't yet. Let's do something else first. Power is out, so I can't close the door. Can't do that. Where did I leave the scissors? Where did I leave the scissors? That is a very good question. I've forgotten where they were. Are they still by the thing over here? Where are they? Did I bring them back? I did bring them back. What a fool I am. No, don't do that. I think I must have got lucky last time when I dropped the torch. Come on, just face the right way, please. Close enough. Right, where are they? Is that them? This place looks surreal. Almost like a dream, or more likely, a nightmare. Do you believe that? Everything here is real, including you? Haha, I mean, you're talking to a doll, right? Number 61, you look really worried about something. I wonder if you're doing okay. Wait a minute. You seem familiar. Oh, now I remember. It was you. Its name is... It is? Its name is Susie. What? Okay, the stabby has gone pretty badly. Right, what next? The name? So call Susie. We now have power back. What's going on?
Susie.
Oh, wow. This has certainly turned very demonic. Life stops out of nowhere. In a blink of an eye, life can change beyond repair. At a moment's notice, with no time to think. It is saying what it's saying, but it's hard to hear. The cruise of life can begin to sink. Life is a ticking clock. Any day, death can knock. And I am death. I am the devil, I am the Antichrist. I take lives with pleasure in mind. I feed off taken souls, I reap them to purgatory. Even if you have not reached your goals, haven't finished your story. If you want to blame anyone for the inevitable end, blame me, Susie. However, something does not add up to me. You see... No, never mind. No, you are. It's going a bit weird, isn't it? Look at those cursed playthings. So much death on their hands. I held the wheel.
Those eyes have Satan himself in them. They glow in scarlet.
Okay, I think we can hear what he's saying now, so I'll let him do the reading because he's getting the drama across better than I could.
It's all my fault. It's all my fault.
Okay, so something has certainly happened. So I'm guessing something has happened. Somebody has... Oh, wow. Okay. Car accident. Daughter has obviously not made it. The doll has come back for revenge of some sort. Number 61.
I have to stop kidding myself. The goddamn doll is not responsible. It's me. It's me.
And our name is Arnold.
I'm sorry, honey. You were so innocent. So young. So beautiful. I was the one who should have died in that crash, not you. My little girl. I'm going crazy. Sitting here in my empty home, looking at the wall.
So it's a lot of trauma going on here.
Imagining, blaming. I can't bear not having you here with me, Sophie. It's like you're still here, smiling at me, saying,
Good morning, Daddy.
God, I could not imagine anything worse. The empty room. Oh, no, not empty. No, that's dark. The craftsman. This is not right. No matter how much you gaslight yourself, Arnold. I know what my creations are capable of. I have a strange sensation to meet you in person, so to speak. I always make sure that people, that of whom I deem worthy, can meet me. Do you remember Lily? The little purple-haired girl given to young Francine? When you play hide and seek with her, turn off the power and then go back to the chair. If you succeed, I'll come for you. But for now, this is it, Arnold. Let us play some more. I'll be waiting. Ending 2 of 4, the invitation. Invitation. You heard him turn off the power while playing hide and seek with Lily and then touch the chair. Wow, okay, so I have to get all the way over to turn off the power and then touch the chair. Okay, so obviously that's something you got to do on another playthrough. So that could be quite difficult, actually, to get through and do that. My God, that turned really kind of dark story-wise, but I enjoyed the game an awful lot. I thought that was actually really, really cool. It was really, really good. I like the core loop of trying to work out all the sort of issues with the dolls. I did play many months ago Dollmare before I started the channel, and I thought that was such a fun little game, and it had shades of that because you had to check each doll, and some of them did some very spooky things. So that is another game worth looking at if you did enjoy this, just, you know, out of interest. But yeah, I found that really cool. Really did enjoy that. Like I say, that core gameplay mechanic, trying to spot the weird issues with all the dolls. I might return to this. It's already quite a long video already, so it's like 2.5 hours long, I think, ish. So I'm not going to chase down the other endings on this occasion. I might return to do a part 2 and try to get the other endings, whether I do it as a shorter video just to showcase those endings or make it a fully fledged video. I don't know, we'll see. But I did thoroughly enjoy that. That was really cool. I'm very surprised. Like I say, it's free at the moment. Grab it. Show some support to the developers because I thoroughly enjoyed that. I mean, obviously, if you enjoyed it as well, you may not have done. I don't know, but I did. So yeah, I'm going to return to that at some point and try and get those other endings out of interest to see what the deal is with those. But yeah, like I say, it's been quite a long video so far to get to this point. So if you'd like to see another video chasing down those other endings, then yeah, let me know because I might be more than willing to do that. So yeah, I hope you did enjoy. I really do. Our character obviously went through an awful lot with the loss of the daughter, and obviously the dolls, returning to him, and yeah, I thought that was enjoyable, definitely enjoyable. Like I say, that gameplay loop was really cool. So thanks for watching. I do appreciate it. Please like, subscribe, comment, and let me know what you thought if you'd like to see more. And yeah, I will see you very soon in the next one. So for now, I'll say bye-bye.